Hello everybody, how are you all doing? I hope you all are doing really well. Welcome back to Man City Unplugged, your very own Man City fan channel. I hope you all are really looking forward excitedly to the weekend's fixture. Man City versus Lyon, of course, and are also very enthralled about today night's fixture, Bayern versus Barca. There are two reasons to be enthralled about today night's fixture because the first thing is, of course, it is gonna affect who Man City is gonna play, and the second thing is Lionel Messi is really in top form and Bayern is in top form. So it's almost, according to my opinion, going to be Bayern versus Messi, and it's interesting to see how Barca plan to stop Bayern. I mean, this channel is not about discussing Bayern versus Barca or something. It's about discussing Man City and things concerning us. So I just wanted to tell that personally I would prefer Barca in the semi-finals if City do the job against Lyon more than Bayern, because for many reasons. I mean, you would all know how difficult it is to stop Bayern and all. They are like really good, but if need be so, if we should face Bayern, then I'm really confident that City will do the job. So so let's hope that we get Barca, and please list down in the comments below whom you would want in the semi-final. It's not that I'm fearing Bayern, but then I just think Barca would be better, would be my choice. So in this show we'll look at the five most important reasons why City lost against Lyon. I mean, we couldn't defeat Lyon twice last time in the Champions League, though it was in the group stage, and we lost to them at home at the Etihad. So why did that happen? I mean, the first thing is that basically hunger. You'd think that this guy is dramatic. This guy always tells hunger, passion, enthusiasm, energy, and all of that. But I think always it is not the teams with the greatest talent or the teams having big superstars who plays with the highest potential that win the Champions League. It's the teams with the mentality, teams with the hunger, teams with the desire to achieve the result. I think they are the ones who win the Champions League. I mean, Inter Milan versus Barcelona all those years ago in 2009, I think. Not 2009, 2011, I think. 2011 or 2012. I mean, uh, Inter Milan was not the best team around. They were not the most talented team around. But they defeated Barca over two legs. A Barca with Messi, Xavi, Iniesta, Puyol, PK. I mean, everyone. You name it, and they defeated Barca. It was same thing. PSG, full of superstars. They crumble at the last step. They have been always crumbling. They crumble taking a 4-0 lead from the first leg. Still they crumble. It's the mentality. Why? It's the hunger. Why do City always crumble at the last 16 or in the quarterfinals? It's a mentality again. It's the teams with that desire to go forward who really make it through, who achieve this trophy, especially knockout football. That desire to hunt is very important. If you don't hunt, you'll be the hunted. It's knockout football, especially the Champions League, is just surviving in a forest. If the lion doesn't hunt, it is gone. It will not survive in the forest. There is no pity, there is no mercy. You have got to hunt. You have got to show that passion. So in those two games, what I thought was City showed no desire. We were lackluster. We did not press well. We did not go for the 50-50s. We just waited for one of our superstars to just turn the game around. We just waited that for that whiff of magic. We didn't do anything as a team. And as Raheem Sterling says constantly, as Pep Guardiola says, if you don't have the hunger and enthusiasm, you can't succeed at this level. You'll be found out. How much talented you may be as a team, it doesn't matter. The you sh- the day you lack that passion is the day you'll be thrown out from the competition. Atletico Madrid yesterday, uh, it seemed that Leipzig wanted it more. Leipzig wanted to win the 50-50s more. Leipzig was a team which was taking risk and it went through. So I think we need to be more sharper against Lyon this time. As sharp as we were with Real Madrid, even more sharper I would say in front of goal, converting the chances in order to really stamp our authority on the game. So lack of hunger and desire was the first biggest reason, I would say, and I would not accept if that is repeated. Okay, I accept that Lyon plays well and we get knocked out. I accept that we were not good enough on the day. But what I do not accept is us showing no hunger and desire to win the ball, no hunger and desire to really challenge for the 50-50s or really challenge for the ball in the air, no hunger and desire to chase uh, to chase to chase down the goalkeeper and press him, or no hunger and desire at 85th minute, for example, in chasing down the winger because we are tired. No, all those excuses don't work. I will not accept any of those excuses. What I will accept is for us to play our heart out, and if and whatever the result is, that's fine. Result is just an outcome of the process. If the process is good, I don't care how the result is. And I firmly believe that if the process is good, we will achieve our goal. So I would like City to play with that hunger and desire and play their hearts out. And the second biggest thing was individual errors. If you remember that day, there were two players in our defense, John Stones and Fabian Delph, who have gone out of favor since in the following seasons. John Stones, as like I discussed in my previous videos, John Stones was a man who, who lost confidence, I would say. Supreme talent, excellent desire to play the ball in tight situations, in tight spaces. He was he was excellent at playing out from the back, but then a man who lost his self confidence, who was afraid to take the ball after making a mistake. Yes, central defenders make mistakes, but do you have the mentality to play in that situation even after you have made a mistake? You make a mistake, but do you have the passion in you? Do you have do you have the strong mentality in you to request the ball after making a mistake and tell yourself that I will try again? It doesn't matter if the mistake happens. I'm responsible for it. John Stones was mostly shying away from that responsibility, shying away from developing the mentality, I would tell, that would elevate him to the next level. So John Stones and Fabian Delph. Fabian Delph was, of course, he was not a left back, and the midfield was so competitive that he couldn't get into it. And Fabian Delph just had to. That one season, he played really well as left back, and he just faded out. So Fabian Delph and John Stones made the mistakes. If I remember correctly, in one of the matches which we which we lost 2-1, Fabian Delph failed to clear a ball, and a goal was scored by Lyon, and second one was by John Stones. He failed to track his man, and he left his man free. Something like that happened. So individual errors, but this time I think we have much more reliable defenders. Walker is in the form of his life. You have Laporte, who's easily the third or fourth best defender in Europe, and then you have the reliant Fernandinho, who I think would not make such mistakes as John Stones did. And Cancelo also looked really tight in that Madrid game. So I would rule out this factor of individual errors, but I would be really sad. I would be really cross, angry if we gifted away goals by making individual errors. Come on, we work so hard to score the goals at our end. De Bruyne has to create not one but 4-5 chances for us to put one inside goal, and I'll come back to it, the lack of ruthlessness in front of goal. But we have to create 5, and then we just put the ball on the plate for the opposition, and then just tell them, go and have a free run at Ederson and score a goal. It is not fair. It is not fair on our midfielders. It is not fair on our strikers. If we do that, if any defender or anyone does an individual error, he has left the team down. That's what I would say. It's not a crime to do an error, but then if he does an error, if he does the basics wrong, if he's not in a tight situation, for example, and still he does a reckless pass, you should not be doing that at this level. Not at the level of knockout football. Like I said, one error and you'll be hunted ruthlessly. So you should not be doing that. That is not acceptable at all costs. So individual errors are not acceptable. You do 1 or 2 errors and you're out. It's as simple as that. For example, look at how many errors did Atletico Madrid do yesterday. 2, I could count. and one was not an error also. Stefan Savic just went to block the ball and it just deflected and went in. Two errors literally, out, knockout. How many errors did Atlanta do? Up to 90 minutes they were almost perfect, I would say. Yeah, Neymar had one-on-ones, but they were almost perfect. Two errors in the extra time. I mean, in the added on stoppage time, and knockout, gone. That's how ruthless people here are. Whatever team at this level, you cannot give them chances, and it is unacceptable to give them chances. I'm again telling, as fans, we will really be cross if City player makes a simple error. I mean, this applies even to Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker, we have seen sometimes he tends to lose concentration at pivotal moments. I remember that FA Cup tie all those years ago in 2017, I think, against Wigan Athletic. One error, one goal, 1-0, and we were out of the FA Cup tie. We had a chance of winning the domestic treble even that time as well. So, no lapse in concentration is allowed. Yes, a good ball comes in and striker makes an excellent action and scores a goal. I accept it. That happens in game. If the opponent outplays you, just we congratulate him and move on to our next process. Move on to our next. Move on to what we want to do next. But it's not acceptable that you gift your opponent things. That is never acceptable. It should not happen. So individual errors were the second biggest reason, and that is unacceptable this time. The third one is a really important one of all. Say it's tactics. We were like swamped in the midfield, I would say. Of course, we missed the drive of Kevin De Bruyne, and we'll come on to that later. But then we were swamped in the midfield. If I'm not wrong, it was Tanguy Ndombele, Nabil Fekir, and Hossein Orar who played in the midfield that day. And City tried to play out through the midfield, and Tanguy Ndombele was like just winning everything. I mean, a couple of days, I would say a couple of months also after that match, Tanguy Ndombele was just linked with City, saying Pep Guardiola sure to sign Tanguy Ndombele in the January window. Pep Guardiola wants to ride Napoli for Hossein Orar and Tanguy Ndombele. So that was the state of that. That was the effect. Lyon were like winning everything in the midfield. We couldn't pass through Lyon. At one stage, it seemed like we were defending for our lives, and Lyon was the one who were keeping the possession. It was that bad, I would say, very bluntly and frankly. But I don't know why we didn't employ the long ball tactics that day. I mean, when I say long ball tactics, I don't say the long ball tactics of Big Sam or Jose Mourinho, for example. I mean, I would say why targeted long balls like Ederson does, just to play the striker indirectly, bypass the midfield press. I don't know why we didn't do that day. But this time, I'm sure Pep will be looking at it and he'll tell if they swamp us in the midfield. If they think they can always beat us with the old tricks, that is not possible. We evolve, we learn from every match. Yes, we might have lost that day, but we learn and evolve. The hunted will not always remain the hunted. The hunted will turn into the hunter, and we are the hunters now. We are the tigers on the prowl. We are the lions roaring through the forest. And that's what Pep will really reiterate in this game. The formation with which Pep will set up in this game is a message to the opposition, is a message to the rest of the Champions League. Let it be Barca or let it be Bayern whom we face in the semi-final. Let it be whoever. We don't care. We don't care. We are just hunting like a sharp eagle. That's what is the message which Pep will look to send. And I think this time we'll just bypass the press and just Ederson will just find the striker. We have people like Mahrez, people like De Bruyne who can make runs from midfield. In that match, there was no runners from midfield. We have Sterling who can run, who can make runs on the backside of the back four of Lyon. So I think we are very much equipped in that area. I think tactically you don't have to worry much in this match. And why we were worried in that match, I will tell you. There I come to the fourth reason why tactically we weren't as adept. People say, it's not that people say, but it's the truth that Pep Guardiola is is one of the best managers around, and the reason why he's the best managers around when compared to some other managers who play the same style is that the in-game management of Pep Guardiola is so much superior. Pep Guardiola can literally affect the game from the sidelines unlike any other manager. He can just make those tweaks suddenly. He has that instinctive nature, that intuition. That's just a tribute to how much he thinks about football, how much he's a student of the game, how much he admires learning from every match he has played, learning from every mistake his team has done right throughout his career. So I think Pep Guardiola is a master at making those in-game changes. It's just like he's an expert chess player, you would say. If something is going wrong, yes, he puts out the formation, but then if something is going wrong, he just changes it very fast. He doesn't wait for half time to get his players into the dressing room and make changes. No, it's instant change. The wingers change sides. The fullbacks go into the midfield, or the fullbacks overlap. The wingers play wide instead of playing narrow. The team formation suddenly transforms into a false nine. The formation becomes really fluid. Instead of two number 10s, you play two CDMs. It transforms into a back three. In-game management of Pep Guardiola is top class. And on that day, there was Mikel Arteta for the two matches standing in instead of Pep Guardiola. So, and Mikel Arteta, doesn't affect in-game management as much as Pep Guardiola. I know Pep lost. We lost in the FA Cup to Arsenal, but that doesn't mean that Arteta is superior to Guardiola. We lost to Norwich as well. That doesn't mean Daniel Farke, the Norwich manager, is far more superior to Pep Guardiola. No, one-off ties, anyone can defeat anyone. Mikel Arteta wasn't able to bring the drive to the team, wasn't able to affect the game, impact the game with his in-game changes, and I think that was one of the major reasons why City couldn't adapt to Lyon's tactics of swamping the midfield. They just suffered throughout the game. Pep would have never allowed us to suffer, and Mikel Arteta was just learning at that time. That was very early on, I think. Yeah. So that was one of the reason. Of course, the next reason is that lack of Kevin De Bruyne. For that entire season, Kevin De Bruyne was out. So that didn't affect us in the way people thought, in the way especially Liverpool thought would affect us. Especially in the great title challenge where we didn't give up and we just romped through each opponent. I know the goosebumps which I faced, the goosebumps which you as City fans would have faced through each of those 14 matches. Through each of those 14 matches when we won the title, basically. So I think lack of Kevin De Bruyne didn't really affect us then. But then lack of Kevin De Bruyne really affected us in the Lyon game, actually. We were missing the drive from Kevin De Bruyne. We were missing the energy. We were missing the risk-taking passes that he would always play. So we were missing a completely different kind of individual. You could bring various players, but the greatness of the City team is each individual is unique. Gundogan brings some unique qualities. Bernardo Silva brings some unique qualities. In the same way, we missed the qualities of Kevin De Bruyne. Then, so I think the lack of Kevin De Bruyne, it really impacted us. And the final thing I would say is the final reason why we lost to Lyon is we simply didn't finish our chances that day. It was just that we were not ruthless enough. I know we created little that day, but still we didn't finish the chances we had. At this level, I know that was only the group stage against Lyon, and after beating that, we went unbeaten for 9 games in the Champions League at home after that defeat to Lyon. But then at this level, if you're not ruthless, like I was saying before, you'll be hunted down mercilessly, you'll be chased down mercilessly, beaten, embarrassed, and you'll be shown up. That's the only thing I would say. Against Real Madrid, how much ever wonderful performance we displayed, this was a true fact. at 1-1 after half time in that little phase of 10 minutes. What if Real Madrid would have scored that goal? What would have happened to us? We were almost on the verge of elimination, right? Because Real Madrid 2-1, they have the advantage that if they score another away goal, they we had to score two. We would have been under tremendous pressure. So the lack of ruthlessness could have already cost us. The lack of ruthlessness cost us in the previous season against Spurs, where we were knocked out because Sergio Aguero missed a penalty, and we didn't finish our chances in the first leg. We lost in the last 16 against Monaco the season before. Why? We went with a 5-3 lead, but still, I mean, not the season before, but the season before that season, in Pep's first season, we lost to Monaco because we couldn't finish our chances. We went with a 5-3 lead and into the second leg, but still we couldn't finish our chances against Liverpool in the 2017 season. What happened? We were in tremendous form in the league. We couldn't finish chances. They were an excellent knockout team, and they took their chances and finished. That has been the story of City since the last 6-7 years, I would say. You look back into City's history in this decade in the Champions League, and you always find that the lack of ruthlessness is what has cost us. And Pep Guardiola always reiterated that the strikers at this level are just merciless. They are just animals who show no mercy whatsoever. They just pounce on you. It's almost like a jungle. It's all like if you don't survive, it's the survival of the fittest. If you don't score, I mean, Benzema carved out chance out of nothing. Real Madrid created 2 chances and they scored 1 goal. You know how hopelessly they played and they scored 1 goal. And we created 20 chances at least. And we had so many clear-cut chances, and for some reason we didn't score. So no one will offer you so many chances. Against Lyon, we need to be really ruthless. That's what I would say. It has cost us in the past. It has cost us in the past with Lyon, and it is gonna cost us if we continue like that. It has cost us the Premier League title. Like I said, we didn't lose the Premier League title because of losing matches 3-2 to Norwich. We lost because we had 20 chances against Norwich, and we just could score 2 goals. When Norwich had 4 chances and they scored 3 goals. We didn't lose against Wolves this season because we conceded 2 goals. But then we lost because we created 10 chances and scored only 1 goal. Whereas Wolves created 4 and scored 2. It is a lack of ruthlessness that has already cost us trophies this season. In the FA Cup, we created 3-4 chances and Sterling had 2 clear-cut chances. He had to score. But for some reason he didn't. Arsenal had just 2 chances and 2 goals. Bang. And teams in Champions League will be more ruthless than that. More ruthless than what Arsenal did that time. They'll obviously have more chances. We can't allow this trend to continue. We will have to take our chances and we'll have to score. We'll have to be razor sharp. And it is for that reason, I think, I miss Sergio Aguero this time. Because Sergio Aguero is that one striker. Because Kevin De Bruyne knows if Aguero is playing, even if he closes his eyes and gives the ball, it will find the back of the net. Aguero can find the tiniest of spaces at the near post. Yes, Jesus is really good in his pressing and he had an excellent finish. Yes, Sterling is really good in the positions he takes up. But where's the finishing? This is not a competition for creating chances or having 90% pass accuracy or keeping 80% possession. This is a competition at the end. Yes, we need to keep possession, but possession for a purpose, right? This is a competition where we need to finish chances. And that is where I think we'll miss Aguero. But then I really want Sterling especially to be really ruthless. Jesus has improved his ruthlessness in front of goal, but I think it's Sterling and De Bruyne is ruthless, we know. I'm again stressing on Sterling because he has this great talent of getting into fantastic positions, I would say. It's just that if he just has the confidence to finish. I mean, as fans, if he tries, if he shoots and he misses, I'm with him. I can't expect that a striker shoots and everything should go into goal. Even Messi doesn't do that. Even every of Aguero's shot doesn't go into goal. No. But he was not bloody shooting against Madrid. He was just trying to pass. He was just trying to pass or take the easy option. Raheem, shoot. That is what you offer. Just remember, every time you're thinking of shooting, even if the ball blasts wide, Even if the shot looks very embarrassing, it doesn't matter. We are with you. Just shoot. We know what an incredible way you have come in terms of learning how to finish chances. Just shoot, Raheem. We are with you. Don't panic this time. Please shoot. I saw that panic in your eyes, especially when you were trying to finish chances against Real Madrid. Don't do that, Raheem. We are with you. We know what an excellent player you are and what an excellent job you have done in learning the finishing. We know the hard work, the hard yats you have put in. So please finish it. Please finish your chances. And then again, I'm stressing, please play with hunger, with passion, and please finish your chances. Please be razor sharp. Please try to finish your chances. Please try to be yourself, City. Just remember that you have come a long way. You're now the hunter of the jungle. You're the one who's the lion roaring in the jungle with utmost confidence. You're the tiger walking through the jungle, a tiger on a prowl. Just realize that you're like a hawk. You're like an eagle. You're like an eagle who's the king of the skies. You're like an eagle strolling through the skies with utmost royalty. That's what you are. So just play with hunger, passion, and be yourself, and you'll be all right. And these are the 5 reasons which we lost, and I'm very confident that there's no reason to fear looking at those 5 reasons. And like I said, if you play with hunger, passion, and play with royalty, just like you own the place. If you're playing in the Champions League quarterfinal, just show that mentality as if that this is your place. You own the place. I'm the boss. I don't care what the other team is. I don't care what tactics they employ. What I care is my mentality. How am I how am I going to approach this? If City play with that winner's mentality, it doesn't matter whatever the result is. We are following the process, and as fans will be really happy. We love you from the heart. Please just don't make those small blunders. That's the only thing I would say. And I just hope that you have really enjoyed the content today. And if you have enjoyed the content, please like this video and also do subscribe to the channel if you're really enjoying the content. It really means a lot to me. I'm just having fun every day interacting with you all. Please post more comments to so that I can know what your views are regarding what I'm conversing about, regarding the match against Lyon tomorrow. How are you all feeling? Just let me know in the comments below. And just enjoy the Champions League match today. And also I'll be back again tomorrow, and we'll do a small build up looking forward to Man City versus Lyon. And take care and enjoy your Friday. See you then. Bye.